Hey Underdogs, it's Stacy from Underdog Wellness, and we are back with another reformer video for the Aero Pilates. This is level 3, and Rebecca is joining us again. So you're going to lay down on your reformer, align yourself as usual, take that inhale, exhale to settle into your mat, wiggle around, make sure you feel like you're nice and even. And then you're going to take a nice big breath and find your powerhouse, pull that in and up. And then do a little bit of lateral breathing just to get used to the breathing. Once you've got that, you're going to do your pelvic tilts just to double check that your back is feeling okay. And remember, we never use our feet for this. We really want our abdominals to do the work. After that, we're going to go into bridges. So you're going to lift up as high as you can. This time you can use your feet, obviously. And you're trying to find that beautiful straight line from the shoulder, through the hips, through the knee, and then you'll slowly melt yourself back down. Trying to keep your bottom as high as possible for as long as possible so that you really lengthen out that lumbar spine. These should feel good. If they don't, and you find that something's going on with your back or your neck, that gives you a lot of feedback so that you know you want to be a little bit cautious through the rest of the routine. And then she's going to bring her knees to either side, so 2 times on each side just for a little spinal rotation. This routine, we tweak just a couple of things in the beginning, so a lot of it does look similar. But then as we get towards the middle of the routine and towards the end, you'll see a lot of things that are a little bit different or we've made some changes. So we're going to lift up the head, so make sure you lift your headpiece up. And then you bring your knees into your chest. As usual, we're going to use the ball, if you've got one, just to help with knee placement and alignment. Heels are going to go on the bar, and the ball goes between the knees. She's going to put it where it's comfortable for her. Heels are on. She's going to flex her feet as though she were standing on the floor, and she's going to be doing squats. So you're going to lead with those heels. She's coming all the way up, knees straighten, and come right back in. And this is a little bit more of a flow. It's a little quicker. At this point, if you're on level 3, you should be pretty comfortable with the movements and not be afraid or tentative about moving quicker. And one more. And then she comes back in. She's going to go down to arches, so her feet wrap around like a bird on a perch. And so actually come just slightly higher. There you go, right in the center. And press. Good. The powerhouse is always staying pulled and keeping as much length through the waistline as possible and trying to keep tension out of the shoulders, even though the shoulders are not that they're helping to move the carriage, but they're obviously pushing into where the carriage is going to. Is that 10?
I think.
Awesome, I love it. And slide all the way down. So balls of the feet, but she's up like a ballerina, so she's up on those toes and then pressing. So we get that nice length through the feet. Good. And you're still fully lengthening those legs, so if you feel like the ball is going to pop out, so what if it does? Good. So now we're taking the ball away, and all she's going to do, feet don't change, they just bring the heels together. So when she presses out, the inner thighs kiss together, and she comes back in. It's basically a ballet, it's a plie. Heels don't come apart, they stay together. So again, none of this has changed, but we just want to remind our good form. Her powerhouse is staying pulled in throughout the entire movement. There's no pooching of the belly, she's staying nice and pulled in, so that's beautiful. Okay. So then we go heels wide, so you just go to the very edge of your pad, dig those heels in, 10 more. Beautiful. And it's always 10, 10, 10. And then come back in. put your feet, I always put my hand, you put your feet about a hand's distance apart. She's gonna slide down so that the balls of her feet are on the pad. Then she lengthens all the way out, heels go under, lift, then the knees come back in. So it's out, under, lift, back in. This is 3. Good. Nice calf stretch here. Snap, crackle, and pop. And come back in. Come all the way back out once you're finished with that and go for your run. So one heel goes under and that knee bends. So again, nice calf stretches here, and you're working through the entire foot. You do about 20 of these. If you go a little over, not a big deal, but you just want to keep a nice flow through here. Once you get to the end, you hold one side down just to deepen that stretch, and then you'll do the other side because of course you want to be even. And then you come back in. And we take one weight off. So we had started with all 4 springs on or cords on. We take one off for the 100. She's going to scooch out of the shoulder blocks just a little bit so that when she tries to come up, she doesn't get jammed or feel like she's stuck. I hate that feeling. Tabletop the legs. Arms come up to the ceiling so that you can grab the straps. Perfect. Arms are nice and long. She's checking that her hips are even. Deepening into the powerhouse as you come up, so everything out, arms are long, we pump those arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Notice how the carriage is not moving at all. She's doing a beautiful job here. And at this point, you're counting by yourself. That's why I'm talking through it. Halfway through, legs extend out. If you want more of a challenge, if that bothers your back at any point, you can always bring those knees back in, but she's challenging herself just a little bit more. She's reaching long through those arms, and she's coming back in. Good. Feet in the straps. So we put the feet in the straps here, going into all that leg work and hip work. The cords stay exactly the same, so you don't need to change anything. And then the legs are going to come up and together. Good. And then she's got that beautiful 90-degree angle with the body, heavy tailbone. Legs are glued together. She's going to send them away, so lower lift and come right back up. When she goes away, the powerhouse does not pooch. It doesn't go anywhere. She's able to keep that in. If you find that you pooch, then you just don't go as low. It's not about how low you go, it's whether or not your powerhouse stays pulled in and up. Keeping that integrity. Good. I got 10 here. And hold. All right. Open the legs out to the sides. You're going to go nice and wide here. We're just stretching and getting the inner thigh, a little nice stretch. You just kind of check it and just let your legs be heavy. Let gravity do the work. From there, she's going to hug the legs in, and we'll make it a combination. So she's going to open just like she did, but then the legs come around and you touch, and then you open them back and they come to the top. And again, around and to the top. Good. Make sure it's that 90-degree angle. You're coming a little close to the face. A little bit less. Yeah, right there. Yep. And then one more. And then hold. Let's do circles now. So send the legs away. Open them around. Come back to the top. So we're in our leg circles. 10 of these. And she's placing her hands on her belly. That's a really nice way to kind of check to see, especially as those legs lower if you're pooching. So it's a nice thing to do just if you're not sure. I've got one more. And close, then reverse it so the legs open around, they'll touch and you'll pull it up through the center. And open around, touch. Good. Nice fluid movement. And she's going at a good pace. Now we've got frog. So this one is a new one. So she's going to go out to a bit of a diagonal, and then she's going to externally rotate the hips so the heels glue together. Knees come in, and she's going to press it right back out, hugging those legs together. The heels never come apart here, so you've got a lot of booty work going on here. Powerhouse is pulled in, and sometimes it's a challenge to keep those feet staying together. Sometimes they want to come apart, so you really challenge yourself here. Good. And I have that as 10. Oh, good. All right, so the stretch, so we take one off. She's gonna put one foot on the bar, and then the strap just comes down a little bit on the leg. We've done these stretches before, but it's always nice after all that hard work to give yourself a little bit of a stretch. Hamstring, she can flex her foot if she wants to. You can get the leg as close to the face as you want to. It really just depends on your body, so do what works for you. Just try not to do it with a bent knee. She comes back to neutral. She's going to keep her pelvis and other leg from moving, but this leg, this right leg, is going to move out to the right. We don't want the left knee to go to the left. We want to keep everything stable. This is all about pelvic stability. So if she rolls with it, not keeping her pelvis stable. And then as she comes back, it crosses over for a little IT band. She likes to grab the strap and give herself a little bit more. It's a nice way to do it if you can take a little bit. All right, and then she's going to come back to neutral so we can remove this one. And then we do the other side. Okay. Good. So same thing, hamstring, pelvic stability, leg goes out to the left. And you're just kind of holding on there and seeing where you are. You don't want the body to roll, the back to do anything. We just want it to be about that one leg. And then when she's ready, she crosses over. It's not a very far movement, but you should feel it on the whole outside of the leg. Some people feel it just calf, some people feel it higher. I get it on the whole outside. It really depends on the body. All right, and we're gonna take this off. All right, so that's it for this video. We're gonna continue on with the next one. We'll see you then.